Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Kevin, and today it's been long overdue, but I finally made it back to Highland Park Fish Camp. It is Jillian's first time. We have goose today. We're not going to be fishing this trip. There's actually afternoon thunderstorms that should be rolling in a few hours. So we are on our way to the St. Johns River, and once we're on the St. Johns River, we're going to go to Hontoon Island State Park, do a little hike, walk around the island, and depending on what the weather looks like, we'll probably just head straight back to the boat ramp. But on the way back, I'll show you guys a little bit of Highland Park Fish Camp. But it is real Florida, and it's one of my hands down favorite fish camps in the state of Florida, and it's located right outside of Orlando in DeLand, Florida. We're just now coming up on the St. Johns River. The Highland Park run, which is also like the Dead River, it's a few miles long. It's all slow speed, no wake, so it's going to take you a little while to get through that to get to the St. Johns River. And just sit back, enjoy the ride. A lot of wildlife, a lot of fishing opportunities, a lot of other boats sometimes, depending if it's the weekend or the weekday. But just enjoy all the wildlife till you get to the St. Johns River, and then depending on which direction you go, it's going to be 25-mile-an-hour zone or slow speed again. Of course, since Goose is a bird dog, any sight of wildlife, he wants to jump out of the boat and go chase it. So that's the 44 bridge that they've been working on for almost 10 years now. It's kind of like I-4. Don't know if they'll ever fix it or finish it. And we are just now approaching the state park, which is right there. They got docks, it's free, and they do offer camping and everything, but of course you have to get all your supplies in by boat. Boat's all docked up, and it doesn't seem like anybody's here. I know it's really hot, but it's a weekend. You'd think there'd be at least some people roaming around the island. So at the beginning of the year, the St. Johns River is flooded, and you can see the water line on a lot of these trees, which should be about 3 feet of water where we're walking. We're coming up on the campground now, so I think everything actually might be closed. So we're just gonna do a quick little loop, and we're gonna check out the cabin and see if there's any water lines on them. So we made it to the campground, and you can see the water line on these trees, especially that one right there. But I don't think you can tell on the camera, but there's a faint little water line on the screen right there. So it was about 10 inches on that porch. And I think a lot of these might be opened up because they're drying them out, so maybe we'll kind of sneak in one. So you can see the water line on the door. They've been working on, they've been painting all these. It's pretty nice. And painting over the water line. Doesn't smell like mold. That's good. Redoing some electricity. So those are all screen at the top. I've never been in these before. I've been to this campground, but I've never been in the little cabins. So here's the bathhouse, the showers. They got lock boxes for all the bears, which is kind of weird. I don't think there's any bears on the island, but I guess they could swim across if they wanted to live here. But there's actually a lot more cabins here than I remember the first time I came here. I don't know how long this park was flooded, but all the fire pits are nothing but just rusted out. That's all that's left, really. Come over here to this one. That one's totally gone. I'm sure some have been removed, but they're all just rusted out. So this is all the tent camping area. It is a very beautiful island. If you've never camped here or been here before, it's fun to just come for the day. It is free to come for day use. And the storm is starting to roll in, so since the park's closed and the storms are coming in, we're gonna probably head back to the boat. Yesterday's heat index was 111 degrees. I'm not sure what it is today, but it's gotta be close to that. But we're on our way back now trying to beat these rainstorms. Although we didn't beat the rain today, at least we have an awning to help just keep it off of us. Insert Sarah McLachlan song right here. Blowing us everywhere. So that was a wild boat ride. Jillian was saying when we just stopped here that this is God getting us back. We just hit a log. That was God's payback for all the times this summer and last summer that we outran all the storms. So he's just getting us back. And bilge pump kicking on, dumping out all the water. But that was some of the heaviest rain that we've been in a long time. Woo, lightning! We made it just in time. the bilge pump, that's how much water is in there. All right, everybody, so this is Highland Park Fish Camp. They have slips you can rent. You can actually rent boats here. They even have guides that'll take you out on their boats, or guides that'll take you out on your own boat if you just want to come visit and not have to do any kind of research on where to fish. The guides will happily put you on some fish. They have cabins, they have campsites, they have RV sites, short and long-term rentals. They have a really cool general store you really need to check out. A lot of bait, a lot of fishing stuff. They have firewood. You can have campfires. They got rings at the cabins and everything like that. And it's just old Florida. It's just like stepping back into the 70s and just how it all is with all the old trees and all the moss and all the different birds and wildlife and everything. So generally somewhere you should come check out if you're anywhere near Orlando, or you're just looking for somewhere to go day boating. There's a lot of places that are really close. De Leon Springs, you can go get some pancakes, you can swim. Blue Springs State Park, you have Hontoon Island, you have numerous just little creeks you can go fish in and just explore. It's a lot of fun. So luckily this is less than 30 minutes from Jillian's house, so it's a good spot to just come for the day. And sometimes you might beat the storms and sometimes you might not. So today we gambled and we lost this one, but we still had a really fun time out here at Highland Park Fish Camp.